Okay, hello ambassadors. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today is August office hour. We are so sorry for not having a July one, but we'll make it up for you today. We are joined today by some e-board members. We have Vis, Tane, and Viraj. They may be facing some technical issues, so they won't be able to speak. But if for some reason I'm facing technical issues, please just ping us on IRC, #FirefoxStudents. Okay, so let's get started with today's topic. All right, hope everyone can see that. Great. Okay, again, if there's any technical issues, just let me know on IRC. Okay, so today's office hour is around the new campaign challenge. And just to take a step back and explain what campaign challenge even is, the FSA program is under the marketing team at Mozilla. The marketing team often puts up campaign, for example, Say Hello campaign, where we wanted to get our users to try hello to see what the benefits are, or the Fox Yeah campaign, where we wanted people to share Fox Yeah materials and also to invite new users to come and try Firefox. Now this time we have a new campaign called for Windows 10, and it's for people to try the optimized Firefox for Windows 10. And anytime the marketing team has a campaign, the FSA program tries to support the campaign with additional challenge for the students. So we make it a little more fun for you guys so that at the end of the day, we're still supporting back to the company and making an impact there. So that is what a campaign challenge is. Hope that explanation works. Okay, so this time we have a new campaign, Firefox for Windows 10. We'll go a little deeper. And if you guys want to access these slides, it's at mzl.la/FSA4win. And I'll drop it in the etherpad and I'll drop it on the chat later. Okay, so campaign details. It starts August 11th and it runs for the rest of 2015. So unlike the Fox Yeah or Say Hello campaign where it's kind of just 1 or 2 months, this one will last till the rest of the year. Our goal is to retain Firefox users on Windows 10. So a lot of Windows users have upgraded, and we want to ensure that Firefox is their default browser of choice, and to let them know that, hey, the latest Firefox, Firefox 40, is optimized for Windows 10. The product, so our latest Firefox release on August 11 was focused on performance, stability, and user experience to integrate Firefox into Windows 10 experience. So it is optimized, and a lot of people have been giving great feedback. It's slowly rolling out to everyone, so once you get it, definitely try it out if you are a Windows user. So our strategy this time, we want to show that Firefox is the right browser for Windows 10. We want to communicate our differentiating values. So choice, we emphasize choice, privacy, and quality. We want to educate our users about how they can maintain their choice and preferences before and after their upgrade experience. And here, I'm not going to read all of this off. You will be able to access this after office hour. These are talking points that you can study, that you can read off to, and that you can use during presentations, events, or even on social media to tell people what Firefox offers and how we differentiate from other browsers. So just a few points. Firefox is a trusted web browser. We believe the web should be open. We're localized in around 90 languages with the help from the local Mozilla community. What have we brought to the web? We created Firefox more than 10 years ago to deliver choice and control. We're moving the web forward as a platform. Just a few examples. We've been the leading privacy features such as DNT, light beam add-on, continued work with tracking protection. So we have a ton of offers and great features that we can tell our users and people who are wondering, why should I use Firefox? So definitely take a look at this, because a lot of people have trouble thinking of what are talking points about Firefox. So here's a whole list of them that you can really use, and these are very great stuff. Okay, so campaign events. For this campaign challenge, there's 3 different campaign events. And of course, there's always online sharing. And to do any kind of online sharing for this campaign, just log on to Firefox Friends. Firefox Friends will have all the messages, all the images, all the videos that you can share for this particular campaign. If you're not signed up yet, Firefox Friends, that's where you need to go. Okay, so offline events. There are 3 types of events you can host, and these are suggestions. You can mold these events around, make it more tailored to your particular school, or you can do what is said here. But we always say try to get more creative, try to stretch boundaries. So this particular event is called Firefox Education Booth or Tabling. It's reserve a classroom or set a table on campus to educate students on, number 1, why the most recent Firefox is the browser of choice, and to let them know, hey, it's optimized for Windows 10. Number 2, we want to help users switch back their default to Firefox. Or want to ask them to install Firefox to give it a try and see if they like the experience more. Number 3, if they already use Firefox, showcase different add-ons and features that will bring choice and privacy to students' web browsing experience. So a lot of students use Firefox or don't, but they don't know about the different cool add-ons and features that we have that are really awesome, such as forget button, say hello, and again, of course, all the privacy add-ons. So these education booths and tables, they can happen in classrooms, they can happen outside classrooms, tables, at tech festivals, upcoming tech festivals, whatever it is. Again, you have until the end of this year to throw something like this here. Race for choice. This is just a fun little challenge. If you're a Firefox club, set a time frame and a goal for your club members to race to get as many students and people in your city who uses Windows to install the most recent Firefox. So if you're in a Firefox club, set a time frame, so let's say 10 or 20 days, and a goal for your club members to hit. And anytime you guys switch someone back to Firefox, you can tweet a pic of their Windows machine set back to Firefox default with the hashtag Windows 10. And our broader community, so everyone, not just FSAs, will also be doing the tweeting and the picking, so it'll be cool to see your photos along with them. One thing is to try different marketing tactics, classroom announcements, even sticker for a switch. Put your marketing brains together and think what's going to get people to want to try the Firefox. And of course, just a Firefox info session. So anytime you guys host an event, whether it's an app hackathon or make a party, try to include a 5 to 10 minute session about how the most recent Firefox optimized for Windows 10, why users should try it, and also how they can switch or install the browser. This is a very simple 5 to 10 minute, and in the 5 to 10 minute, you can use some of the talking points that we went over in the slides, and also demo the new Firefox on a Windows 10 computer, and also how they can switch it. And this is just like a very brief session in one of your upcoming events. If you have your own idea about how we can get users back, please try it. Be sure it hits the 2 goals, which is switching defaults to Firefox or trying the latest Firefox. If your idea is really cool, then we actually want to share it with the rest of the ambassadors so that they can try in their own region, in their own country. And how you can share your events is, we have an events reporter. This is the beta version of our new events reporter. So now, instead of just writing your blog post and sharing it online, you can actually submit it into something for us to track it, for us to share it, and for us to know, hey, oh, that's what the ambassadors are doing. So we'll give it a look right now. Before, let me just check IRC if there's any questions. Check the chat. All right, cool. So here is the event reporter. Hope everyone can see. All right, awesome. I'm going to just show you, this is the beta test of our event reporter. What does that mean? That means this event reporter will only be able to report Windows 10 events for now, but soon, probably by the end of this month, beginning September, you'll be able to report all kinds of events, such as club inaugurations, introduction events, app hackathons. So we'll show you how this works. The form, all of the links to the form will be on the slide deck, on the etherpad, on Office Hour, and we'll even share out for you to make sure you guys have it. I want to share my event. Click it. Enter your full name, email, what country you're from, which Firefox club you're from. If you're not from any, you can just put none. What type of event activity is this for? So again, because this form is in beta, we're not able to report other events as a club inauguration. So if you click cover inauguration, it's going to say, sorry, the form is limited to Firefox Windows 10 events. But no worries, it will be open to all others. So go back to the question and click Firefox Windows 10. Which activity was it? Let's say you did booth/tabling. Click on it. It's going to ask you to submit a blog post for this event/activity. Anytime you do an activity or event, we ask you to write a blog post. Not only is it easier for you to put in all details about events, put photos in, it's more readable, it's also very shareable. If you haven't written your blog post yet, but you want to submit your event, you can put none. If writing soon, put not yet. You can submit photos of this event or activity. Of course, we want to see all the photos you can, but we would try to say limit it to 3 or 5 main photos, maybe a group photo, a photo of you speaking at a podium, whatever it is, submit it here. If your photos are already in your blog post, you can skip this question. Other questions that we ask are how many days did you run this event or activity for? If it's just a booth or a session, you can just say 1 day. How long was the event? So how many hours did you spend on the event? Maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe 6 hours. Estimate how many people did your event/activity reach. Okay, so this is a toughie because the thing about in-person events is you can never really track how many people exactly, right? You can say 20 people attended, but there were a lot of people who heard about your event, a lot of people who will see your Firefox swag that you pass out to your event later on. So you want to try to estimate all of that number into one, total it, and put it down here. So think about the number of people you guys talked to prior to, during, and after the event, the number of people who actually attended, and even the number of people who were passed by your flyers and messages. Because the reach for that is actually a lot larger than just the amount of people who attended. And of course, questions, how many Windows computer did you or your club help install the latest Firefox on? How many Windows computer did you make Firefox default on? Of course, it's hard to track all of these numbers, but give your best estimate. What other things did you do at the booth/table? If at the booth you educated students about add-ons, about our themes, show them hello or forget button, tell us all about it here. Maybe you have additional information that we don't know yet, so drop it down all here. We would love to learn about it and share it. And what are general feedback from you encouraging people to use Firefox? This information here is really important because we're actually going to take what you say and what you learn on the ground back to the product team and to let them know, hey, this is what people are thinking. So your impact and your opinions have a huge impact on our next focus on the product, on what we should work on. So try your best to fill this out to the best of your ability. And of course, how successful was this event? If you felt like, hey, this event wasn't as impactful, then one, it didn't go well. But if you felt like it really worked and people got very educated about the latest Firefox, you want to give it a 5 so you can rate it. So this is the events reporter. This is going to be cool because we can aggregate all the different types of events that are going on with the students, and now we have a way to share it out, and now we have a way for us to recognize students who are doing exceptional work. So be sure to submit in your events reporter. One thing to know that we're going to start selecting FSA and Club of the Month from students who submitted from the events reporter. So we'll recognize you from the pool of students who submitted. Okay, so back to the slide deck. Yay, so events reporter. Right now it's in beta. If you test it out and you feel like, oh, this question is hard or this is not working, send us an email, give us feedback so that we can change it and make it better for you guys. We want to make sure it's a good experience. Okay, and next, we are going to request and grant swag for this particular campaign. If it's a campaign that's actually hitting a lot of our company goals and campaign goals, then of course, yes, we will provide swag. And we have a separate swag form for this particular campaign, and it's mzl.la/FSA campaign swag. Ambassadors of all program level can submit for this. But one thing to know is that starting August, not ambassadors of all program level cannot submit for the regular swag request. Only people of training level and on will be able to submit for that. But for the campaign, you can request for swag. So here's a specific campaign form for that. Okay. And these are just starter packages, so don't expect like t-shirts and I don't know, like super cool, intense stuff. But think about more starter packages, bracelets, stickers, buttons. That's easy for you to hand out. Okay. Sources. So some sources for you to use for this campaign. This deck, you can go to this link, mzla.la/FSA4win. How to switch back blog post. There's a blog post that teaches people how to switch back. Control Z blog. So you guys should check out this blog. It's going to be uploaded soon. How to change your default browser back video. So we have a video, yay! And you can check that out all here. So this deck, mzla/FSA4win, will be constantly updated with new materials as we move forward in the campaign. Some things will be edited, so check back here whenever. And okay, I hope that was a good read through. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now. Inception. Okay, stop sharing my screen. And we're gonna move towards pre-submitted questions. It looks like there's no question right now on IRC, so we'll go to pre-submitted questions. Okay, since we only have 8 minutes left, I'll do my best to brief through it. Some of our eBoard members are experiencing some technical difficulties, so they won't be able to read off the questions, but I will summarize it. Okay, so first question is, hi, I got a junior badge, but I didn't get the certificate yet. Okay, no worries. We're actually going to send out a certificate soon. We're just waiting on everyone, all of the juniors, to give us their university name because that university name is going on the certificate. So we're trying to congregate all of that yet. We're only missing 1 or 2 left, so don't worry, they will be sent out soon. The next question is, how does Mozilla Firefox plan to tackle the Adobe Flash Player with vulnerabilities, and will Firefox 40 provide effective solutions to it? That's a great question, like really good technical question. I would say I'm not the right person to ask that question, but I did post a link to the support forum where you can get really good answers there. So I posted a link there. When you get answers for that, please do let us know because this will be good information for the rest of the ambassadors. The next is, hi. I'm really excited to be part of the campaign challenge. Hope we do awesome stuff. Oh, thank you very much. I do hope we do awesome stuff as well. The next question is, oh, and this one is very long, so I will do my best to summarize. We know Microsoft has brought new features on Windows 10. What were our strategy to make people motivate Firefox? Mechanism, let people know Firefox only browser. Okay, so that question I hope we explained in the deck. We have a list of talking points that differentiates our browser from other browsers. So check that list out, and if you need more talking points, more information, we'll definitely provide you a kit for that. The next question is, I think our club leads should have access to budget like the reps program. So the thing about budget is we don't have a lot of budget allocated for events, and so giving events for students it may cause a lot of problems that we have not yet foreseen. We'll definitely bookmark this and think about how we can implement it in the future. But for now, if you're a club lead and you want to host an event and you absolutely need budget, you can speak with your RAL who can help you out with that. Okay. The next question is, what is the communication policy that our community can develop Mozilla for Firefox browser extension compared to the other browser? We already know that their browser sends and records best regards. Okay, so this is another question that is a little more technical, a little more on the policy side. What I can do is I can forward this question to our policy team and kind of get the answer and circle back and put the answer down on the etherpad. So if there's something you're interested in, circle back to the etherpad and the answer will be there. The next question is, what other features that Firefox can add to the new Windows 10? Is it more faster and efficient suggestion? So if you guys check back on the deck, the new latest Firefox release have additional features that makes it optimized for Windows 10. And we're going to have new releases in the later months that's going to make it even better. So definitely check back to the deck because it will list all the different things. Okay, awesome. All right, I think we are good. It seems like there's no more questions on the etherpad, no more questions on IRC. If you have any other questions, you can email us at firefoxstudents@mozilla.com. And also, we're going to be online on social, and if you have additional questions after watching Office Hour, drop it in the etherpad, or you can also email me at tilee@mozilla.com. Okay, cool beans. Thank you guys so much for attending this Office Hour. Hope you guys tune in next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.